women have a career and a life? Now, this is something I often get asked, particularly by younger women in the leadership space. They'll say things to me like, hey, look, I'm thinking about starting a family, but I don't know if I can do that and progress in my career. So I feel like I have to make a choice between the two. And this saddens me, because women should be able to make this choice, and our workplaces shouldn't have to lose out on their talent for them to make that choice. It should be binary. But then, of course, we should be able to do both. But then, of course, we run the risk, and I understand why women are having to make this choice, we run the risk of burning ourselves out because we're trying to do two things in a world that is asking us to choose, or only giving us enough time and energy and resource to choose. So how do we do that? If you're a woman in this space and this resonates, how do we make a success of both? How can we still have a career? And I think support is key in this space. Support, delegation, having family around us, people that can share the load, because these are two jobs and we cannot do both of them all by ourselves. So it takes a village, is the saying, and it definitely does. Who is your village? And of course, then there's the getting out of our own way. So quite often we will want everything to be perfect in every area of our life and have control over everything. And sometimes that's not the case, particularly when we've got these two things going on. And so how do we adjust our expectations? What is the priority right now? We might find there's a period in our life where career becomes a priority, and then it changes to being family, and then it goes back to being career. And so what is the one priority that we focus on? And in the other space, what are the things that we can do that adjust our expectations that mean it's still a success, but it's not the priority right now? And then, of course, there's flexibility. How do we do career in a way that works for us? So that might be from a part-time basis, flexible working. It might be job sharing. It might be that we're retraining at a time that we're off. It might be how we keep in touch with our workplace and all the things that are happening so we don't feel like we're missing out, losing out. And of course, that conversation, that career conversation is so important, particularly as we're returning to work. But that career conversation even before we embark on a break from work to do this. What are the development conversations you need to have? What are the end goals you want to have around your career? What does it look like where you can keep pace and keep the ball rolling and things ticking over in your life? How do you stay up to date? What are the things you need to plan for that return and what that might look like? Who are the other people that have been there and done this? How can you get alongside them and learn from them, get advice and support from them? Because if they've been there and they're making this happen, then obviously they know the secret. So can we have a career and a life? Absolutely, but it takes some careful planning. It takes some adjustment of expectations, and it's dependent on others that are around us too.